And we're back in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. Oh, this way. It was almost shutting down my OBS. I thought I was minimizing the window. But anyways, I'm going to do some of these landing challenges. I'm testing out audio and graphics. I've been making some setting changes, like global graphics, graphic cards, GPU settings, and some other setting changes. There's so many to do, and like I said, I don't want to get too involved because one of the bottlenecks that I'm having is actually what I'm going to do. I think we'll start out with Reno Steed. This is in a Cessna Citation coming in from 8,500 feet to runway 8, which is at an elevation of 5,000 feet roughly. So gotta go down about 4,500 feet. It's winter, kind of dark out, probably overcast, snowing. Gonna be hard to see, but I can see on this thing I'm gonna be coming in around 190 to start. I want to be around 120, 130 to land. And you can see it's going to be runway 8. There's a 8 knot crosswind left to right. And I got to go, basically I look at the path, I'm going to go over that water, turn left, and there's going to be another water just to the right of me as I come in. Just so I can kind of get a memory cycle. That's why I actually don't mind that it takes a bit to load up. When you adjust all the graphics, it actually, the first time you run the simulator, it does take longer because it has to reload the different textures, you know, whether they're 128-bit maps or higher. So you can see here, it's just ready. I can hit ready, go, and there we go. Yes. And I'm looking down. I'm gonna go. I like to go up a bit and maybe back a bit. I want to be able to, I get kind of fast. Yeah. So I want to definitely get my throttle off, flaps, and gear down. You can see as soon as I put them down, it just lifts up. You can see Duke, and you can see you can see my airspeed went right down to 138. I want to be landing around 120. And I can say, I remember the flight path, it's going to go over that water, and then that's going to be to the right of me, so the runway's going to be over here somewhere. So I still want to proceed into 8,500 feet. I'm throttling back a bit, not too much, because I want to spool it back up just when I'm coming into the runway. Dropping down, I know it's around 5,000 feet, so I am kind of coming in high. Okay. And we're going to just look at the left. There's a big pillar in the way, but oh well. Better zoom in a little bit. Let's get the lights on. Let's get this in a good position so I can feel the... I still don't see it. Oh, there it is, right over here. Oh, I almost overshot it. I'm over the water. Doing 120, I almost get too slow. It's probably, those flaps are good. I mean, sometimes I will put them up a notch, but if I lost an engine, I definitely would bring the flaps up, maybe even a year or two, because you've got to maintain your speed. Like that Biffle crash, pilot got low and slow and just plowed her into the ground. You should have had the gear flaps up, and so now I'm going back inside. See the airspeed. Zoom in a little bit. 144. Yeah. Now it is coming. Like I said, the wind. Hear the throttle. Go back. I don't want to go too much because I might have to throttle up if I do a go around. Now it is coming. The wind's coming from the left to the right. It's around 8 knots, so it's not a real big factor, but I still have to aim a little left and let the wind bring me back. So a little cross and I'll throw from behind. Again, a little cross-legged. That's what they call it. Now you can see those dots. There's 4 white lights on the left of the runway. That means that I'm too high. There's 4 reds. That's too low. You want 2 of each. It's perfect. So, and it looks like it's a little foggy or snowy. Oh, I am coming in fast, so I'm going to throttle down a bit. I can see the blue dot. I am coming in fast. So I'm going to come in, throttle off. Then I'm going to do a slow retard. Oh, better throttle up a bit. Retard. Wow, that was not a good landing. But I think I had my. Look at the. It looks like I'm under the ground. So I don't know what's going on with the angle. Like I got thrown off. I thought it was higher than that. Like, look at that. That was kind of weird. I think I should have been up a little higher and a little further back. But like I said, I couldn't see. Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, I get a C, but it could have been a lot better. So let's go back to famous ones. Let's do a large one. This is okay. This is a really good one here. This is going into Split, Croatia. Yes, and it's very scenic. Like I didn't realize Croatia. That is in like primo weather area. It is like old school. I don't even know what to describe it, but like I said, from the scenery that I've seen and pictures on the ground in that area, there's a guy from Instagram, I forget his name, from Hamilton, Ontario. He used to do the Harold Balder stuff, the meth meth head or something, Methaldo. You do the Methaldo price. So I'm gonna start it up. I'm gonna see it's gonna be airborne 3,000 feet. It's a 8,000 foot, 70 foot above sea level. So I'm gonna be 3,000 feet in the air, and we're launching. Hopefully I'm still recording. Now you can see the path. It's gonna go over the water, and that's why it's so scenic. It looks like there's beaches. There's villages. It's not really well developed, but it is old. Architecture. You can see the speeds. Okay, it's going to be 4 knot right to left wind, so that's not really significant. But I will aim a little right, and I want to be coming in around 140, and then maybe drop her down to 135 or so. And then we'll see what it is. But I can't remember. I don't think it's the Airbus I'm flying. But it'd be nice. I'm going to try out some of the other ones, like that Boeing 787. But those are free ones. I'm not sure how they're going to work. Okay, there's the runway. I got to land. Look at that area. It looks pretty mint. Okay, there we go. I'm going to go up just a... Oh, what? Why it was just losing everything. I was just losing my speed. Let's go here. Make sure. Oh, I better make sure. Yes, the flight director's off, because I think that's where I was getting auto throttle off too. Yes, and then I can see my altitude 2,500. Yeah, I'm going to put my full flaps, gear down. I'm zooming in a little bit. Yeah, I am going overspeed, so I'm slowing down now.
Overspeed.
I didn't really memorize it as much. I think it's way back in there, but let's yeah, I think I see. Oh, I see it. So I got to go through 140 is my speed, so I'm right around the ideal landing speed. So I want to keep throttle there on just part throttle. And 2,300 feet. There we go. I do have the autopilot off. I think there's the stall recovery still, AI stall recovery, which actually saved me in helicopters a few times. Now it is smooth, so I want to come out, then turn left, just a slight left now. And bringing it down, and 150, that's okay. Whoa. Because as I drop altitude, it will increase, so I have to spool down a bit. There, spooling down, so I'm going to start bleeding off some of that airspeed. But if it gets anywhere around the, even dropping in altitude, if it gets down, if I get down too, or if I've got to drop too steep, yeah, I can't, I'm going to zoom in a bit, it's hard to see that. That's a good angle there, I think. But, like I said, these big aircraft, because you're way up in the air, sometimes I'll just slam the gear in because I don't anticipate it's going to hit. That could be because I'm either too high in the seat, and I think that the gear is up higher and then it actually hits. So sometimes I got to lower down a little bit in the seat. But I think right there, right there, that might be a good angle there. Might be a little low. And we are looking, there we're coming in, I think it's what, orbit? Or is it orbit? Yeah. Okay, there we go. And that new mouse I got is so smooth. I don't see those lights, so I'm not sure. I think there are lights to the right, but I think I'm high in more than one way. Yeah, so I do want to start dropping. Yeah, this is the, I think it's the Airbus. I can look down. Yeah, see the stick? It's like a little flight stick. Yeah, so right around there, and you want to keep it, that bar that's to the right, that's how you kind of know that your nose is on the center line, so that bar, vertical bar right of the artificial horizon, that's when you line up with the runway. Oh, 40, I was getting a little slow, so I'm throttling on a little bit, and coming down a bit. Yeah, I am a little high. Okay. Well, it is getting a little turbulent there. The radio flare.
60, 50, 40, 30.
Alright. Retard. And reverse thrusters. That wasn't a bad landing, I think. I might get a B, maybe even an A. You never know. Although I have seen what I thought was good turned out to be a D or a C. Oh, C. I thought it should have been better than that. That's, yeah, it wasn't that bad. 700. Okay, who's calling me? I'm getting texts. Well, we're going to go try another one. And that's the beauty of this, where I got it set up. Can't really see, I don't have the camera on. But I can just sit here, I can do this, movies, everything, all night long, all kinds of stuff. There's the Dominican 747s. Are actually nicer. Say New York. I do like the 747 better. Those are Airbuses. Yeah, Nice is good too. Let's go back to Epic. Chagall. Spotlight. Wow. First of all, Indonesia. I don't know if I couldn't find that one. Well, let's try it. What? Oh yeah, I couldn't find this one. I still don't even see it. Let's watch. I gotta really pay attention. Okay, so we're gonna go over. Got a 13 strong wind. Do a 360 on the runway. Oh my God, this looks impossible. Wow. So I gotta go over the hill, turn, loop around, and land at the top of the hill at around 78 knots. So I don't want to really, I want to keep my airspeed up, especially when I transition on the 270 degree turn. It will, I will slow down because I'll be going into a right to left 13 knot, which is a strong wind. Wow. This is tough. Well, I assume. Oh, I better get up above, yeah. I assume I'm going over that and landing over to the right. I believe. Yes, and I am kind of, I think that's it to the, is it over there? Is that it there? That might be it there. That is so screwed up. Well, I guess we'll go over here, loop around. Those crazy things now. Well, I don't know. I'm gonna put my nav up. I have no idea where it is. I have no idea. I don't know where this it's gotta be it down there. There's another one up here. I don't see anything. I'll do everything over here. This is going to be tough. Well, we'll keep that view there. And I guess we'll just do either what? I do not see this at all. It's got to be that one back there. I don't know. This is strange. That's it. It's got to be up there. Wow. Yeah, it's got to be there. See it. What's down here? That's pretty thick. Fog. According to me, it should be like that. Whoa. I have no idea where this airport is. So I'm just gonna follow along and yeah, try to land in that little crevice or valley. Yeah, I think it's over this hill. But this is crazy. I cannot see anything. No idea. I don't even know if I look, there's all kinds of this. I didn't read it. So it's my fault. Yeah, I don't know where that is. I don't know if it's going to time me out. If it does, I'll just restart. Oh, it's right. Maybe it's here. And what? I don't see it. I have no idea where this airport is. I don't see it. Oh, there it is. No way. You got to be kidding me. Wow, that's just a fluke I even saw that. I may have taken too long though. Oh no. Oh, okay. Well, I gotta throttle up. Wow. Oh, wow. Definitely not gonna break any records. Oh, I did. I got a C. Not a good score. But I didn't really like that one anyways. Let's go back to Epic. Aspen's good. Miramar. That's a hard one there. Peril. Let's do Peril. Peril is like the pinnacle of airliner fighter pilot capabilities. You have to actually train for like a year and a half as a first officer before you become a certified pilot, and then you have to do so many landings, and then you can become a captain. But it's like you got to come in. You see at 150, you got to get down to 140, but you got to come in on the left side. There's a Buddhist temple, and then you got to turn right so that you don't hit that mountain on the right. So you're going to go far enough left, then turn right, and then just a little left as you skim across. And then you try to land as you're turning. Like this is sick, this one. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Yeah, I'm going to keep it on the left side of this valley. This is in Perils, like in the Himalayas. You see, I got everything configured, I believe. And I want to come in a little faster so that I'm not going to have the turbulence from the downdrafts affecting the flow. So I want to come in very precise, like a fighter jet. So start turning a little right, and see up ahead there's it's a temple. So I've actually seen real flights when they fly by there. If they're, most of them are Buddhists, I believe, then they will bless themselves. They do some sort of a blessing when they go by that. So I'm turning right, and you can see. So I got to curve around that, get low enough, because if I went straight over that mountain, it'd be too high. So I got to come in. So I'm going to come in nice and low, and then just when I get by, I transition like a fighter jet. Yeah, right there. Now I transition to turn, just like a fighter jet. Well, getting a little low, I think.
100.
Maybe a little slow too.
60, 50, 40, 30, 20.
Retard. Oh wow. I don't know what happened there, but I was losing my line. I think I got the reverse systems on. That's not going to be a good one, but it felt good. It wasn't really, I'm starting to listen to the countdown, so I'm not slamming it in, because you got to really put trust into that. Okay, let's go. Yeah, these strong winds, like that Gibraltar, that's a really difficult one. Nassau, Queenstown, that's hard. Sedona, that's in Arizona. Actually, that's where JP lives. It's actually kind of a... he was actually there. Let's do that one. Sedona. He was there. JP was... yeah, so I got to go past it and then back around. 4,800 feet. Going about 65, 70 knots. Oh, it's a 20 knot head and crosswind from the right. Yes, it's going to be tough. But this is the mountain range where JP climbed in like 120 degree weather, and he climbed as like a 10,000 foot mountain, and he did it like bare hands, no ropes. Yeah, he's a monster. JP in Arizona. But I think this is in, I don't know if this is in Arizona. I think it is. Yeah, it's jet for this aircraft. Pretty cool. Cessna. trying to, and I'm gonna look. There's the airport. You can see my airspeed. Yeah, it's really a strong wind, so I do believe I want to keep my flaps up. I don't want them to get ripped off. Yeah, and I gotta come back. Yeah, oh, I'm having trouble. Yeah, it is kind of hard to fly when you're skewed at an angle. Yeah, let's move out a bit. That glass looks good. So since I did the reboot, the interior of the cockpit, it looks phenomenal. That's 5.2 maybe. I want to be able to see. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I want to keep the airspeed up. When you stalling into the ground, and now the wind is going to be coming from the right. So I'm going to have to get out to the right a bit and let it bring it back. And I think before I almost stalled it. So I want to be landing around 65, 70. So I can see 4 white lights on the left. Those are telling me I'm high, but I can very easily, like I said, if I put too much flaps down, I put 1 notch, but if I put too much, ooh, that might be too much. But I do have to slow down. But you become a little more unstable. There's a wind, and it is a high wind, so that may throw me around a bit. Just trying to come in, and no, I might be a little high. Atop. Atop. I'm definitely floating down the runway. Atop. That was a retarded landing, that was for sure. I don't know, I thought I was lower, but guess not. Yes, that was deceiving. Not good. And I gotta see. Not surprising. Actually, it was pretty smooth. I just floated down the runway. Okay, let's go back. How about to the main menu? Let's do another aircraft carrier. Maverick. Oh, no, we don't want the training. We want the challenges. I should do that other Dark Star one, but I don't like that aircraft because you can't really see outside of the windshield because you're going so fast. This is a coming in. This is a F-18 EF Super Hornet, and I don't really listen to him. They say I'm too high, but if I listen to them, I always crash into the low onto the aircraft carrier. So I like to come in a little steeper, kind of, and then flare off, pretty early as I'm coming down steeper, just to slow it down. Because if you don't, you could break your landing gear. And I do believe from a distance you'll see a green light, and then there's other markers that are showing you whether you're high or low. I kind of do it by eye, but I do see those indicators showing that I am fairly accurate. And the last 2 times I've landed, so caught the snare, and it's usually already configured with the hook out and full flaps coming in. That's what I like these challenges for. Everything's configured for landing usually, so you're just doing the most exciting part, the landing. Because flight simulators, and longer missions can be a little. So there we go. Just zooming in a little, and I'm going to go up just a hair. There we go. You see how it says green flashing. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Oh, yeah, right there. As you can see, I do want to come in kind of high. Oh, and I want to come in around 120. Yes, because it's a little faster and it's more stable. Whereas if you come in around, you know, say 110, then it starts flopping around and you might drop short. So I like coming around actually around 130, and then flare. And I see that blue square I'll land on. Then I will flare and try to get the hook to catch.
Flare up. You're high.
You're high. Not really. 136. Okay, I better throttle down a bit. But I also have to get ready to spool up, just in case. I missed the hook. Looking good.
You're high.
High. There we go. Oh, did I catch it?
Alter. Alter.
Oh. What? I had to bolter. Wow. Let's go to Maverick menu. Let's try that. You know what? I've never tried it. Let's try the Dark Star. Wow, look at this. I got to go from China Lake and land at Cape Canaveral. Mach 9? Wow. I'm going to start airborne, 1,200 feet. Wow. Scramjet transition. What the hell's that? Well, let's try. No idea what's going to happen here. Yeah, no idea. I remember I was in this aircraft before and I couldn't see out of it. So it makes for a difficult landing if you can't see out. So you're definitely instrument only. Yeah, VFR navigation. Well, I guess I can be behind it. And I thought I was supposed to be in the air. Apparently not. Yeah, that's... Yeah, that should be good there. Yeah, that is kind of weird. Okay, let's go. got to go across the U.S. It's a long time. So I'm going to have to research. It's cool, actually. I will say. Pilot for me. Let's see. Do not know how to get it in ramjet mode, so you may have to skip. I gotta do something. No idea. That would be the fastest. right? I'm not sure. I don't know. Supposed to I don't think that's good. Not good. Uh-oh. I am... we are in trouble. Oh no. Outside. I'm stalling. Oh no, I got afterburns now. I just started back up again. How do I get the other two? Wow, I think I just fell apart. We did. Wow, I guess you can't do that roll that fast. Well, we might do one more. See, it's not always success. Not the landing, Mr. Famous. Let's see. Uganda. Yeah, let's do Toronto. I did want to see how the I didn't get any photogrammetry errors, but I was getting some yesterday, which I think was dropping the terrain detail down. Now that I've adjusted settings, it may actually, I haven't noticed any drop-offs. So here's coming in. It's a 6-knot left to right crosswind coming into Toronto, Ontario, Canada, runway 26, Toronto Island Airport. I want to be landing around 85, 90 knots. So I'll come in and about, once I get over the last water section before the runway, I'll drop my flaps in gear, slow down. But right now, I'm just waiting for it to load. And that's, like I said, I don't mind it, because when you got the higher graphic levels, every time I load up a challenge for the first time, it does take a while. Then the next times I run it, it'll be better. But it is working pretty smooth in the settings that I've adjusted to. So I don't mind this little wait. You get to analyze your flight path, and this one I've done lots of times, so it's no problem. Should be loading very soon. Yeah, you can see this is just so, it's just free entertainment. Like, there we go.
Landing gear.
Landing gear. Yeah, coming in 145, and like I said, I want to be around 85 to land. It looks really good, like that looks like Toronto Harbor Island Airport. It's kind of hard to see it, like because it's almost a little hazy. To the spot the runway, a lot of times I don't line it up.
Sig rate.
Full on. Oh yeah, I better put my gear down to flat. That's it, coming in a little hot. Go down pretty quick though.
Landing gear.
Landing gear. There it is right there. Let's see, right.
500.
This mouse is so amazing. My son got it. The Logitech G Pro. It's so smooth, like in everything I do. You know what? I don't want to get too low or too slow. I want to go around 100, come in, and then I will drop off and flare. Okay, we're coming in. Dropping off. Throttle right off. Do get reverse thrusters. Wow. Wow, that's really good. Whoa. What? I got a B, but I actually went back and almost flipped it. The reverse thrusters sucked it back. Yeah, no, that was pretty good. I mean, everywhere was good. So I think we're going to end it there. I'm going to go with some coffee and a snack. And maybe go shovel the driveway. Got 2 feet of snow coming in, drifting. So that will be it. Duke out.